Hello, everyone. Welcome to the beautiful exotic island of Jamaica. It is with great gratitude that we welcome you to this conference that will be focused on health and safety in the workplace. For this seminar, we have three research speakers. Our first guest speaker from the Twin Islands of Antigua and Barbuda, Ambassador Joanne Thomas, will introduce us to this subject and briefly discuss its aims and rationale. Next, we will hear from our very own Jamaica's ambassador, Miss Melissa Nelson, who will give us some insight on relevant previous research and the importance of health and safety in the workplace. Finally, Bahamian Ambassador Trinea Wells Mackenzie will discuss implications, statistics, and offer a few recommendations for the issue. Kindly enjoy this presentation as we welcome Ambassador Thomas. Hello everyone. Before moving forward, allow me to reiterate that the topic to be discussed in this conference is the importance of workplace health and safety. Therefore, it is only ethical that I first define the key terms. According to Jonathan 2016, the term workplace refers to any environment where people work or carry out their duties of employment. This can be an office, a construction site, or a classroom. Now let us look at health and safety in the workplace. If we put this phrase into Google search engine, you get about 2 million results. Clearly, it's a hot topic. And just as clearly, once you follow some of the links, there are thousands of interpretations of what this phrase means. However, Rushney and Taylor 2016 offers an accurate definition when they state that workplace health and safety refers to the discipline that is concerned with the protection of employees' health and safety in the workplace from exposure to hazards and risks resulting from work activities. Health and safety in the workplace is a phrase that narrates the strategy and methods that ensure the health and safety of employees within a workplace. The National Research Council Committee on Occupational Health and Safety has coined that workplace health and safety has over the years proven to be the reason for a company's downfall or its success. They also stated that there are sound economic reasons for reducing work-related accidents and ill health, as well as ethical and regulatory reasons. This subject is most fitting since all attendees here today are attached to the Human Resource Department of some organization. Human resource management is majorly instrumental in obtaining and maintaining a healthy and safe workplace. This presentation aims to educate human resource personnel of the importance of workplace health and safety, and also to produce realistic and beneficial recommendations for companies as it relates to the safety and health of their work environment. To achieve this, we must determine the current problems faced by organizations in terms of their safety and health. 2. Review previous literature on the importance of workplace health and safety. And lastly, critically analyze the importance of health and safety in the workplace. A healthy and safe workplace not only facilitates employee productivity, but it is also critical for their well-being. Human resource departments and employers are responsible for workplace health and safety. Ali 2008 postulates that the origin of the concept of workplace health and safety can be traced back to the labor movement during the Industrial Revolution in Europe in the 18th century. During this revolution, unions were formed to work towards the welfare of workers as these workers began to demand better working conditions. Authorities gradually acceded to the demands of the workers and put in place several regulatory measures to this effect. Baez et al. 2015 stated that the field of occupational health and safety has become a topic of increasing importance over the last 30 years. One may ask, why now? Why have we chosen to conduct this conference? Workplace health and safety have always been important. So why no? To answer your question, there has been an increase in the emphasis placed on workplace health and safety. Brown 2019 substantiates this by stating that authorities are now more strict concerning workplace health and safety regulations. As a result, throughout this conference, my colleagues and I intend to educate attendees on the importance and the implications of poor work conditions.
Thank you, Ambassador Johan. As was mentioned, I will be presenting some literature that surround health and safety in the workplace, the importance of health and safety, as well as the benefits businesses can obtain by employing health and safety measures in the workplace. So let's begin with the literature. The human, social, and economic costs of workplace accidents, injuries, and diseases have long been a cause for concern at all levels, stemming from individuals in the workplace to the international level. Roshni and Taylor, 2016, posited that workplace health and safety have become a critical issue since 2015. This has gained significant importance because of its direct link to employees' productivity. However, it should be noted that employees' morale can be impacted in both positive and negative way by the conduciveness of the work environment. Many organizations across the world have reported enormous benefits from providing a safe and healthy workplace for their employees. 55 organizations in the UK reported huge financial benefits of health and safety practices. Hence, by ensuring that the workplace is safe and healthy for employees to perform their tasks, organizations will boost productivity, reputation, and in turn increase profit. Now to the importance of health and safety. The importance of workplace health and safety cannot be overemphasized because health and safety protects the well-being of employees, visitors, and even customers. However, one of the main aims of a business is to reduce expenses. And with health and safety practices, organization can reduce costs as less accidents and injuries occur, the more the organization will save. The connection between workplace health and safety and worker productivity has gained massive strength. Employees do better on their job when their health is at optimum. Their motivation gets higher as well, according to the New Zealand Ministry of Business, Innovation and Employment. They also stated that employers in the material handling sectors have seen a correlation between good health and level of productivity, including an 85% increase in workplace productivity and a cost benefit ratio of 1 to 10. There is also a Health and Safety Act which employers must comply with. With the health and safety practices in the workplace, employers will minimize legal liability. However, employees also have health and safety responsibility. Weekly stated that health and safety procedures in the workplace reduce employees' illnesses and injuries greatly. Equipment, chemicals, certain behaviors and activity can potentially cause injuries and harm to employees. Hence, health and safety is important in the prevention of illnesses and injuries. The importance of public perception is critical to attract customer to a company because an unsafe businesses can turn away customer. So positive team morale increase customer interaction which leads to customer retention and loyalty. For the employers, maintaining a healthy and safe working environment has many benefits. These include the increase in efficiency, the quality, because a safe workforce is more inclined to carry out their duty. Therefore, when employers are assured that a safe environment exists, it boosts up their confidence when performing their duties. They are also energetic to work beyond limits and produce more businesses, which can be beneficial for them as well as the organization. The prestige of the organization will also increase because people are confident about the working environment that exists, and everyone aspires to work with that company. And finally, a company will have a low level of staff turnover because all employees want to keep their job for long term. Now I'll hand over to Ambassador Chiner. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador Melissa. In this segment of the presentation, we will be discussing the implications of an unhealthy and unsafe workplace, statistics of workplace health and safety, our recommendations with regards to workplace health and safety, and our conclusion. As Ambassador Melissa has discussed earlier, there are many benefits to having a healthy and safe workplace. Therefore, if a company does not take the necessary precautions, this will result in an unhealthy and unsafe environment. According to Leonard, unsafe and unhealthy environments within the workplace are directly correlated with work environments that have a greater chance of workers either being injured or killed. According to Gracie and Herrero, companies that do not put the health and safety of their workers first have a greater chance of being known for their unsafe practices. And this, according to Khan, Mustak, and Tubasham, can lead to litigations against the company, or as Leonard suggests, cause poor performance and ultimately lead to high turnovers in the company. Next, we will discuss the statistics surrounding workplace health and safety. According to the International Labor Organization, 2.3 million people die annually as a result of either a work-related accident or disease. Additionally, over 600,000 employees die as a result of exposure to hazardous substances. According to the ACC, there were over 200,000 claims for work-related injuries, which equates to 3.5 billion in costs, accounting for 2 to 4% of the world's GDP, resulting in financial and emotional strain. Therefore, as a result of the information presented here today, my colleagues and I recommend that companies ensure that they make health and safety within the work environment a number one priority. This can be done by creating a health and safety unit or department within their organization. Additionally, government entities ought to make periodical visits to inspect these companies to ensure that they are adhering to laws as it relates to employees' health and safety. And lastly, employees should have avenues by which they can report any means of unhealthy or unsafe practices that they witness within an organization without fear of being punished or victimized. As we conclude our presentation, we must remember that employees are an essential asset to a company. Therefore, it is important to ensure that they have a healthy and safe work environment that will ultimately foster productivity, profitability, and employee morale, just to name a few. Additionally, it is also important to ensure that human resource departments are aware of international standards and recommended practices as it relates to their respective industries. Of course, bearing in mind that it isn't a one-size-fits-all and that cultural implications must be taken into consideration. Moreover, HR must ensure that they do their part to create an environment that encourages workplace health and safety. This can be done through periodical training, ensuring that proper equipment is utilized by employees, displaying warning signs in their proper places, and creating pamphlets to address why workplace health and safety is important to the company. This concludes our presentation. We want to thank you for joining us here today and inform you if you wish to review our presentation again, it will be uploaded to our YouTube channel.